Hello, the Trooper here again. I'm in Crazycraft because, well, I have various reasons that, and I was wanting to do this again, and as you can see at the top of my screen, it's Baba Yaga time. I managed to get the quest done again, and after I manage to defeat her, if I can, then I will also describe the various quests that I had to get here, including some unusual ones that came along the way. So, that'll be interesting. Because I don't know how much people have discussed the actual quest line, and you can kind of see over there on my screen. I've got a bit of a record of it visually, but I'll go over that later. Right now, I need to actually beat her. Oh, she must have one-shot me because I got that sound. Okay, this is going to take up a lot of... this is going to take up a ton of my golden apples, I just know it. Okay, I got a corner. Juggle time. Who is there? Is she summoning things? Yeah, she's summoning things. This may or may not be possible in Crazycraft because of the extreme amount of... Oh, I'm so sorry, everything. The extreme amount of bonus health that she gets because of the tweaking they did on properties. They made it where... for some odd reason, everything other than ore spawn creatures gets a huge health boost. Oh, I can juggle her despite this. Where is she? I can't see her. There she is. Oh, I think she's hit my... Get me out of here so I can whack her. I need revenge. She's regenerating and I don't want that to happen. Thank you, Big Bertha Reach. This could be very weird because she's going into the room that has... Oh, she's cornered in the tiny corner. This is excellent. Come on. Why am I bouncing up and down? Is she using air hike? There's a special effect called air hike that you can do with... Oh, holy gosh, my hunger bar. She definitely hungered me at some point. What the... Why is that... Never mind that. I'm gonna continue with the fight. Big Bertha Reach. Well, I haven't had it. Haven't had to decrease my amount yet, so that's good to know. Go down. Fall already. Again, this is not the usual fight for Baba Yaga because of the improvements on Crazycraft, so this could take a little longer than usual. Oh, I sent her flying. Oh, no, not there, not there. I'm not gonna directly hit you there. Okay, I had to angle that. Did not want my precious framed stuff to have issues. It took some serious time getting that just right. That and because it was inspired by each individual quest I did as I did it, so it took some time just to get that worked out. Missed me. I think she's doing some kind of revenge move on me whenever I hit her. And because of the amount of damage that I'm doing, it might be partially based on the amount of damage, so therefore she's hitting me extra hard because I have a Big Bertha. So maybe this would be easier if I had a smaller weapon. I know. You're hitting me up close. Where did I put that spare? Oh, this would work. I'm gonna hit you with a shovel. Oh, just about as frequently. Okay, Big Bertha for reach it is. Never mind my previous thought, and why did I get that converted? Oh, the webs. She must have thrown it into the webs, because sometimes that used to happen in this version. I'm getting bounced around here. She's gotta be using air hike. Again, it's a custom witchery effect that throws creatures into the air, so yeah, she's got to be air hiking me. She has all sorts of... Right now, owls, I would not suggest you be here. You're not my personal owl, so you will get whacked. Although, if you manage to stay around afterwards, I might tame you. I have some spare meat. would you like some later? I'm willing to share if you're willing to give me a chance. Oh, right, I got her more than halfway down. This time, Baba Yaga, I'm totally getting revenge for you invading my TARDIS before. Sure, you're invading it again, and you're thoroughly getting away with it, but I've got to be the real dimensional witch here. There can be no other, so therefore you must fall. Oh, I need to eat it. Okay, I'm taking a break. You're not going to recover that soon, so therefore... Oh, and now you're getting around here. You could literally just dropping them around once in a while. Because that would explain why I've got a ton of them in my inventory. Well, not a ton of them, just several, but hey, free brews! Oh, I'm on... It would help if I knew that. Well, I should have known, because I put it there. I had a piece of sand that was, you know. She's dealing with oh, she did that. Okay. If you want to teleport into a position where I can't juggle you, I'm going to take a break to eat, too. So you're not the only one using support items here. I'm the dimensional witch. It's what I do. Oh, we just passed each other. Okay, I can't fly because of she actually blocks that unless you got certain things. And right now I've got different armor because I don't want to be taken out as fast as I was before. Whenever, oddly enough, I was Superman. Oh, that helped. She's stuck in her own web. Yeah, that happens. Oh, please, hold on. Slime pet, let me... I get about 4 lives per feeding of it, so this should go through. Must hit so hard with those potions. Finally! Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee is totally what should be playing right now. I only lost about 12 golden apples. Yeah, I don't have the other thing that supports that, so I have to have lost just about 12 golden apples. Whew, finally. Wow, that was intense. I will clear the money this way. I'll allow myself to go in here. I'm not sure whether she or I whacked my poor dog, but it happened at some point. Oh, and there's the hat. The wonderful hat. I've already got it because I got it randomly from other things, but still. I have Baba Yaga's hat the normal, official way now, which I should be very, very proud of. Still not sure how I got the diamond helmet. Was that from the dog when the dog died? I think that's from when the dog died, so that's kind of sad. See, I got a couple of brews of frog's tongue. I've got a few tongue of dog. Pretty sure that's for a sad reason. A few brews of thorns. I got her hat. Got an enchanted book. Punch 2. In fact, let me just put her loot over here as a special way of sorting that out. And I can talk about the quests that led up to this moment. Because there had been a few. There had been a few interesting ones, and I did make a record of that. My poor... my poor slime pet got very exhausted there. But... Or maybe that sound was the removal of negative potion effects by my cow pet. That could have happened. But I think it was more my slime pet giving me 1-ups. Wow, that was intense. That was just very, very intense. Okay, I'm gonna do a little something here. Ding. It's always good to have that on quick. Wow, this helmet really took a beating. Is this even regular diamond? Yeah, it's regular diamond. Whew! But yeah, I'm not sure if that was even I don't think that was from her. I think that was from my dog that died did previously help me out. Very, very sad. I may have to get a new tamed wolf. And my armor has taken a pretty severe beating. Because, yeah, stuff happened. But I did, in fact, manage to finally beat Baba Yaga, and I'll explain the various quests that led up to that, because they were a little varied, actually. like seriously varied. But yeah, that shovel did not help as much as I was hoping for. I've got a little of this left. No, I should definitely go with this first, because I don't know how much more. Yeah, that happened. Okay, you help replenish my points. Thank you. Oh my gosh, this place has been just a serious thing recently. Just wow. I have adventures even inside my TARDIS, as you can see, and I'm gonna have to clear that up at some point later. And well, summoning bats certainly has had some interesting side effects. There is one literally dangling underneath my quintuple multiplex beacon. Okay, I'm just gonna let you hang there, and I'm curious because I actually beat her. Would the fortune change? So, well, I'm going over here. Okay, it's going back to regular cycle. I don't know if I'll be able to upset her multiple times or not, but I did upset her, and I did deal with her. And there's more than one. They're literally just hanging out here. Or is it? Nope, there's two. Okay. So now I think I'll explain some of the things that led to this before I have a bit of a party to celebrate. Okay. Now, there's different things that will happen whenever you have your crystal ball. So if you're playing with witchery like I am here in Crazycraft, this is going to be a big ally to you in terms of getting special quests to eventually fight Baba Yaga, and each can actually be pretty rewarding in and of itself. Well, some of them are, some of them aren't. But I'm going to go over them. Lips. Didn't used to be that way. But anyhow, there's some interesting ones that you may need to note, and I've given myself reminders in various ways of how this works. Now, one of them is that you will find a cache of coal. You do that by mining, especially if you're mining coal, and you'll eventually get this huge surge of coal to happen, and that's how you get that one to succeed. Now, there's also one that says that you'll be inundated with iron, or something like that, and you just mine iron, and eventually it literally gives you a multiplication of the iron ore, just suddenly just bursts out. Not as a bunch of iron ingots, but as the ore. If it says you'll find shinies, dig through regular stone, and you'll find either like a diamond or an emerald or something like that. And it'll just be a random thing in addition to you burrowing through the stone. It may also say that you will be hit by an arrow. You can actually fulfill that by using a regular bow and a quick little shot straight up to hit yourself with an arrow. So you don't actually have to be shot by a skeleton. so don't think that you're waiting for that. It really is just you being shot by an arrow, period. Speaking of which, it may also say that you will encounter the undead, and in that case you need a zombie. I don't know if it needs to hit you or not, but that's usually how I made sure that I fulfilled it, is actually let myself get hit by a zombie and then smack them away with my Big Bertha. Now, I got the bone here for a reason. Now I remember. It was that one that whenever it says you'll be saved by a stranger, then either it'll be an owl or a wolf. And in Crazycraft, since wolves get improved health, that means you'll get a much better wolf than you do in normal Minecraft. So you may want to tame them with a few bones after they save you. I don't think they'll be immediately... I'm trying to remember if they'll be immediately tamed to you, or if you can basically retame them after they've already helped you out a little bit, but either way, you may want a few bones either case. Another quest you may have is that you will encounter a tree, an angry tree, or an evil tree. I forget how they phrase it, but either way, that means you'll fight a treant. And these happen whenever you are chopping wood in the overworld, especially if it's a witchery tree, like rowan, alder, or hawthorn, and those are special. You may or may not have seen those trees before with witchery. But the thing is that in this particular quest, they may just be summoned out of nowhere whether or not you're affecting trees, because it's a part of one of the quest systems, so it might not happen the regular way. And this is what you get from them is the Mystic Branch. I've already got a couple of these, as you could see over here. Well, this is the Mystic Branch. This is an int twig. This is the thing I'm pointing at here is an int twig. It's what you get from the ints. Ints, treants, whichever you like. They're related. Anyhow, if you fight an int, you might get its twig. It's very important in witchery because you need to get the mutating sprig and the Mystic Branch. So this quest can give you a special treasure that you might have otherwise been looking for. Another thing that you might have told to you is that you will trip and fall. This is a poppet of earth protection, which protects you from fall damage. I think you need to actually take fall damage for it to be fulfilled. Sometimes while doing that, I would literally just run and jump off my my beacon array there because of the jump boost, and just take off my fall absorbing shoes and just take a point of damage and say, okay, I'm done. Especially when I get regeneration anyhow. So it's not like that point's going to be missed. Another one is it'll say you'll get wet. I think you have to take a point of drowning damage, so I put here a water protection poppet that they protect you from taking drowning damage, and just like these help protect from falling damage. But anyhow, this is my reminder that you have to go and get yourself wet enough for it to count. Another thing that might happen is you may have something saying that you will find buried treasure. This is very interesting because you literally just dig around and you'll find a treasure chest. Just a regular treasure chest with like random loot in it. So my reminder here is a shovel. Specifically a steel shovel from Railcraft, since that's around here, and I got one of these randomly, so I'm like, why not? In fact, I got it in the chest. So I'm like, hey, I got it from the chest, and now I'm going to use it as my reminder, so there you go. So just dig around after you have that quest open in regular dirt around the surface, and you'll get a treasure chest. It's like it replaces part of the dirt in the area or something. Just while you're digging downwards, you'll find it. So that's interesting. Also, it may say that you'll meet a mysterious or a handsome stranger or something like that. Well, this is an adventure backpack, as you've probably seen me using before. Maybe or maybe not in Crazycraft. I may use them more often, but as long as I have alchemical bags, I'm usually happy. But the thing is that this is a very, very special adventure backpack, and there's a bit of a mark of honor. I think I might have another one around here somewhere. Did I put one around here? I think I was thinking about it. You the one selling them? Or was it the other guy? Are you the one selling them? I didn't mean to hit my mirror, but it's okay. It's not in a mode that I need to be concerned about right now. I'm just happy to have a magic mirror that agrees with me. Oh yeah, this is how I got it. I have a villager in here, and they have it where you can pay 10 emeralds in a basic adventure backpack to get their special version that's for villagers. So the testificates here are selling a very special backpack that's on a very interesting sale. It's a unique themed one, and you cannot craft it in any other way. So I use that as my reminder that if you get the one that says you'll meet a mysterious stranger or a handsome stranger or something like that, then you will have a villager show up out of nowhere at some point. And and one of them is in fact one of them in my TARDIS. In fact, I think it's the exact one that sold me that backpack. So again, I had my reminder of my quest actually fulfilled by the quest, and I'm going, okay, that's nice. I'll go with that. I think that's most of the quests that I've seen leading up to Baba Yaga, in case you're wanting to know what to do. As for other quests, remember my April Fool's quest? I decided to illustrate that a little, including the fact that it went from the April Fool's pet through all this crazy stuff and all these steps, including CEO spawn eggs, and led up to this amazing reward, the Cloud Pet. Although, admittedly, I already had one, but it's still an amazing reward, and it's nice to have one to spare. So, yeah, I felt very good about that. So I've had some interesting quests fulfilled recently. And speaking of things to do, there's an interesting way that I would like to head off with this episode. She was literally everywhere. Like, seriously. Do I have that spare sword? Do I have shears? Do I have something to alleviate this problem? Well, I have the ultimate sword. I'm pretty sure that's going to chop through here pretty quickly. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick cleanup job, because fighting Baba Yaga across my TARDIS is... that reminds me, is there any in here? Just making sure. None. Thank goodness. Fighting Baba Yaga is messy business. She throws potions all over the place. In fact, I'm kind of grateful she didn't actually use one of them specifically that also would have kind of made a bit of a mess, because she can also throw brews of sprouting. Specifically, well, not sprouting, or maybe it's thorns. But anyhow, she can throw a brew that pops plants out of nowhere, especially cactuses. So things could have been a little prickly. Okay. There's none going that way. Oh, that reminds me, my TARDIS has done something weird again. Okay. I was gonna go out the door, but first I'd like to... here's my reminder. You may recall that down this path, I have had my my gardening section and stuff fulfilled for a while. Well, ever since I filled things in with some ghost blocks to make the structure look more like it originally did before my gardening-related accident, well, somehow this happened. I think it literally took the fact that there was the texture of the block near it and thought that it had to re-fulfill the structure. I'm not sure, and I don't want to change this into another structure with schematic mode, because if I did that, it might erase the things I've already put in past it. So I'm just kind of accepting this wall mysteriously reappearing. And I do mean mysteriously, especially when I do have ways of getting around it. Because I have the ability to fly when I really want to, and I know I could have done that against Baba Yaga, but honestly, she's actually easier to fight on the ground than in the air, because she will anti-air you like crazy. So it's best not to bother. But yeah, this mysterious wall just showed up again. And look at this. It nearly hit my gardening chest. I mean, nearly ran this thing over. Just a little block more, and the restructuring that my TARDIS suddenly decided to do would have plowed through my chest. That would have been just terrible. Oh my gosh. How I figured that it even happened originally was I needed a few ingredients for a witchery spell, because I was kind of preparing to do a few things. Specifically, I was planning on doing a massive burst of growth to help out what I'm going to show off next, actually. It did grow on its own, but at first I was collecting ingredients, and before I could even get there, I noticed this wall had mysteriously reappeared. So, yeah, that happened. I have no idea what my TARDIS is thinking. Again, she might be wanting to hold me in or something, but I don't think that's the best solution. By the way, I found out something really cool you can do with YouTubers Plus. If you have, there's like random players that go around periodically, and I pulled a few into my TARDIS. If you use a name tag on them, you can make them look like whoever you'd like. So I may be able to invite a few other of my fellow YouTubers, etc., gamers in. Like I have Spiky over here. That's Spiky. I gave him the wood armor because he likes nature-related stuff more. Somewhere around here is Diggy. Oh, there he is. He's got the lava eel armor because it's also kind of a magical, somewhat nature-ish armor. Got Chimney Swift in. I have myself in Mobzilla armor and holding an attitude adjuster. If anybody has a problem with that, they know what's going to happen. Just saying. So, yeah, you can actually get pretty much anybody in here. I found Cupquake, but her hubby, Red B15, I had to do the whole player thing. This whole time, remember, I have the special witch power of being able to drag things between dimensions. I love that. This is the essence of Otherware is my favorite infusion. Just because of the teleportation tricks. I mean, I pulled them into a dimension that normally there'd be no way for a creature to follow you into. Well, those guys are hanging out with themselves pretty well. But anyhow, but I was also going to explain one last thing before I head out and do my big celebration. But IS Cupquake was actually one of my inspirations for getting into Minecraft YouTubing. I just used to love her style, and the thing is, I'm actually kind of sad that she stopped doing Minecraft YouTubing after a while. She's done YouTubing for quite some time ever since, and does quite a mixture of things, especially gaming and cooking and stuff like that. But she just hadn't done much Minecraft in a long time. I'm still kind of sad about that. But, hey, sometimes things happen. And people kind of move on, but you know, it's just saying that she was one of the people I really appreciated back in the earlier days of it. And maybe she went less appreciated during that time than she was thinking or something, and maybe that's why she... I have no idea what her reasons are for quitting. I just know that I really liked her style. Okay, now I'm going to hit my primary button and charge up my TARDIS. Okay, so activated the temporal primer, activated the helmet regulator, and now I'm going to release the quantum handbrake, and I should be ready to do something very special, actually. The thing is, this next thing is actually something I've been wanting to do for a while in celebration of getting, of all things, the dancing parrots into vanilla Minecraft. Thought I heard somebody getting hurt. Is everybody okay down here? May have just been that guy jumping around, hurting himself again. He does that. He jumps way too vigorously. I have no idea why. He just does. But yeah, as I was saying, the next thing I'm going to do is in celebration of them finally adding in dancing parrots into vanilla. Earlier on, there have been a few ways to have dancing mobs help you celebrate, and I just remembered I'll have to absolutely make sure that it's daytime out there. Again, thank you, Killer Pac-Man, for this gift. I will always appreciate it. Because otherwise I wouldn't have got that. I think... oh, by the way, it's a config option that when it comes to Killer Pac-Man and as well inventory pets as to whether or not their special abilities to give you pretty much any item, actually gives you literally any item, or only those with a recipe. So, because at the time they didn't have that, it could be literally anything, so I got an Angel's Tier, which has really helped me out a bit, just making sure the time is right. And with the Illuminati pet, that same kind of config option has been enabled where it's only things that have recipes to make it more logical, because things that are creative only obviously never have a recipe. And now I'm going to pop out. Dink. Here we go. Okay. I think I still need to fly a little more, so I'll go back into Dark Floating Island mode. But yeah, again, this was going to be unwise against Baba Yaga, because she anti-airs you like crazy. And she also tries to forbid most forms of flying. I think even Morph has trouble with her or something. She still, like, drags you down. Okay, I hope this doesn't initiate too much drag because of the experience. But this is something really cool you can do in Crazycraft, especially with ore spawn in general. Well, anything with ore spawn. I'm sorry for the view, but I'm trying to stay close to the ground so I can sweep up this experience. All these are, in fact, tamed girlfriends. And everything is fine, don't worry. Everything's approved at this time. It is good. It is very good. But the reason why I want to... now, is that... That's just a dragonfly, okay. Okay, everybody. Up here, please. Up here. I need you to be up here. Now I'll grow back to regular. Okay. Hey, gals. Would you like to come up here? Because I'd like to have as many of you as possible for this special event. But they've always said that one of the best things to do in ore spawn is to have several girlfriends around an experience tree on a platform made of precious materials. I think this is all uranium block, or is it titanium? I think this might be titanium block. Quick check. It's titanium block. Okay. I'm good. Okay, either way. It needs to be about a 5 by 5, so hence where I am. Okay, I'm having a hard time getting all my dancers ready. Okay, I'll go around just a little bit just to get them to follow me a bit more. Is there any stray over here again? No. Okay, we are good. We are good. Do I have? Oh yeah, I can make them follow me better if I have a rose. I may have given myself way too many flowers whenever I was preparing for this. So whenever I was doing some exchanging to get some flowerage, I may have exchanged too many. Okay, okay. Everybody is now officially ready. We're here to do our tribute dance party. Here in 1.7.10, we're actually about to do a tribute to something in 1.12. Yeah, this is a thing with modded Minecraft being just behind. And some other factors. Okay. So, without further ado, I shall instantly make it night, and we shall have the dance. Okay, ready to dance? Everybody's dancing. Okay, let me dance along with you. So, yeah, are we ready to dance? We're dancing. This is our dance party. And you can see why they want it under an experience tree, because it is very, very sparkly. I mean, it's like I got fireworks to go with this dance. I think I need a different hat. Just a moment. Do I have a party hat? Please tell me I have a party hat. Plunger. A party hat. There we go. Okay, now it's right. Everything is good. I have the party hat. We're having a party, so everybody's dancing, having a good time. It's such a cool tribute to the new dancing power of Minecraft. This is awesome. The dance party is here. So, yeah, I think this is the best time for me to sign out here, is having a dance party. So, this is Glitch Reaper, and, yeah, and, we'll be signing off for now. Hope to hear from you all later. So, bye for now.